vitamin D can help you lose weight eh.
Oh my god, wait.
Yeah, linked to weight loss. You want to lose weight, right?
Yeah, dude, I haven't eaten in 5 days, man.
Buy now.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, mommy.
Hello, Aga.
My parcel come ready or not?
Yeah, come already. How come so heavy? What's inside?
Oh yeah, I bought some vitamin D. My friend found the other day on Amazon.
You buy so much for what?
Hey, mommy, my friend told me can lose weight.
You sure no?
Yeah, I read on the news. I think it was The Guardian.
What? The Guardian? You cannot anyhow trust this kind of information one.
If The Guardian is a real website, you don't know one yo.
I tell you this kind of website anyhow sell you things one. You must listen to mommy.
It's The Guardian. Ayo, mom, bye. I don't talk to you anymore.
Hello?
That was the tragic story of 19-year-old Daphne who fell prey to the consequences of third-person effect. Now we'll hand over our time to the expert to elaborate more.
Yes, the third-person effect is a theory that others are actually influenced by media than they are themselves. This is a perceptual bias that some studies suggest might have a behavioral outcome that presents itself in the form of censorship.
Now on to Aljuda with more findings from the ground.
We're here today at NTU to ask students aged 18 to 25 for their thoughts on online health information. So right now we're in the wild looking for people to interview. It's a little bit difficult today because everyone is like really busy, but we're just going to try our best, okay? Hey, there's one over there, Hi, so can I ask you how confident you are on your fact-checking abilities?
Yeah, confident, no need to check.
Okay, so can I ask you, how do you usually search for online health information?
Usually too lazy to search. Like I don't really properly search for all these online health information. Usually just like click on the first link that comes up.
Hi, so can I ask you, do you think you're better than your parents at fact-checking?
Actually, my mother don't know how to use Google one. So confirm fall for all these fake news. Then I have to teach her lor.
So from our street interviews today, it seems that our youths are not willing to practice proper fact-checking behaviour because they don't think they're susceptible to false online health information.
So what should our objectives be for our youth? How can we further educate them on this matter? Well, let's break it down to knowledge, attitudes and practices, and then we shall hand over our time to the panel.
Knowledge-wise, we aim to let uni students know that online health misinformation is everywhere.
For attitudes, we need to change university students' perceptions and let them know that they are susceptible to online health misinformation.
In terms of behaviour, there is a need to increase accuracy of fact-checking by university students when they encounter health information online.
From what we saw earlier on the streets, we found that one reason youths are more susceptible to health misinformation is because of the third-person effect, the TPE. This means that youth believe that elders are more influenced by false health information than them. Yet, research shows that youth are not more capable at identifying online misinformation. This made us very interested to test two different campaign messages. The traditional approach that informs audiences about how to fact-check against another video that illustrated the third-person effect, to see which is more effective to improve accurate fact-checking. And now we'll go back to Penelope.
So what can youth gain from being good at fact-checking? Well, to them, it's clear that practicing accurate fact-checking behaviour is the mark of smart people. Or at the very least, you get to be smarter than others by practicing such behaviour, as demonstrated by this video.
Hi, I'm Han. I'm her daughter. Hi, I'm Bipeng, proud mom. Okay.
Hello， 大家好，我是轩逸，这是我妈妈。
Hello， 早安，我是 Madam Chen。
I think I'm going.
Yeah, I think she will be. 当然是他啦。
我觉得我会赢，
为什么？
因为我是 Malay 那个。
My mom cannot Google 啊。
我们来做功课。
I'm searching vitamin D, weight loss, obesity, children. I click Healthline, and then it says that there are indications that it can. So it sounds legit.
Okay, so you should just scroll down one round first, and then you say it may promote. So may is not absolute. So that's why I don't take that as a factual.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. True. False.
Kidding.
Oh!
And the answer is
I always read Guardian actually. Yeah. So this made me a bit more confident that perhaps it's a real thing lah.
会不会觉得因为他在推荐这种产品，所以他可能会这么让你相信他，因为可能这个广告商是有目的的。
对啊，会。
1, 2, 3. False.
不同的答案。
答案是
Mom, how do you win, sia? Well, I actually check many sources, and then I also cross-reference each other before I make my conclusion. I will also check the credibility of the source. Yeah, it's something that I really believe is.
Han, why do you think you lost?
I'm too proud lah.
所以今天我更了解自己，其实 vulnerable to fake news. Okay. And to bad Chinese.
I think I like was complacent, so I didn't like fact check enough. Yeah.
They always share fake news on WhatsApp, very commonly in the family group chats. Yeah, so we have this idea that they don't know how to critically assess news. Yeah.
你错。
这样厉害，OK。
So this video was shown to 30 people, while another 30 was shown the informational video. Let's take a look at the findings.
In terms of increasing the knowledge about the prevalence of online health misinformation, we exceeded our expectations by having a 22% increase between the pre and post tests. For attitudes, there was a 16% increase as compared to our target of 10%. Specifically, the belief that their parents are more skilled at fact-checking than them increased by 50%. However, fact-checking confidence increased by 8%, even though we expected a decline as a result of our video exposing their susceptibility. We found that this is correlated with knowledge gained regarding good fact-checking practices. Measuring the university students' intention to perform accurate fact-checking behavior revealed a 24% increase, almost 5 times of our goal. Many intend to fact-check more sources and look out for websites that sell products. Interestingly, intention to reach out to family and friends for health information increased, even though it is a bad practice. It is possible that the video, in showing the third-person effect, portrayed parents as reliable sources. Despite achieving our objectives, there are a few limitations. Firstly, since we carried out the post-test survey immediately after our programming, we were only able to measure the intention to change behavior. Secondly, there is potential response bias because we gathered responses both in real life and online. Thirdly, our programming has unexpectedly led our target audience into thinking that their parents were reliable sources of information. Lastly, our audience's confidence to fact-check increased instead of decreased because knowledge gained about good practices far outweighed the third-person effect. Moving forward, future research can also test the prevalence of third-person effect against their peers. Also, they can account for other video factors such as race, age, and video length, and how they correlate to behavioral changes.